Guys, we are back on the range again today, and I brought with me a classic, a gun that is known from movies such as Training Day, from Miami Vice, and that is the Smith Wesson 4506. This gun is one that I'm really glad I have. This has been on my channel before. This is one of the gems of my collection. The Gen 3 Smiths, very well known. They're known as being a very reliable gun. This is a 45 ACP. They had other models, other calibers available, and this is one that is in my collection. One of the things that Smith & Wesson has done recently, and is the inspiration for this video, they recently put out a post on their social media asking if there should be any guns resurrected. And from their own account, they had posted the 5906, which is the 9mm version of this. My opinion, Smith & Wesson, if you're watching this video, bring them back. I wanted to bring out the 4506, show you guys, have a little fun with it, and talk about it a little bit. So here we go. I'm starting out a little bit different, guys. I've got some defensive loads in this gun. This gun is super reliable. That's one of the things that the 3rd Gen Smiths were known for. We're just going to shoot it, enjoy it, and just have some fun today, guys. So here we go. This gun is super reliable. It has always run flawlessly. Again, those were some jacketed hollow points. I've got some full metal jackets, and we're just going to keep going, guys. The next mag is just some 230 grain ball. One thing you need to note, these magazines are not interchangeable with a 1911. They look very similar, but they will not work with a 1911 magazine, and these will not work in a 1911. That's just a little bit of information I thought I'd share with you guys. Here we go. One thing I want to show you on this gun is the way that the decocker functions. This gun has basically a combination safety. Once you put the gun on safe, it decocks the gun as well. And you can see here we have a dead trigger on the gun. Now when I switch it to fire, you can see that the hammer is forward, and that is because this gun is a double action, single action. And what that means is that first shot, you do have that long trigger press. Just to show you guys, I'm going to do this single-handed. We begin building pressure on the trigger. We fire that shot. Now you can see that the hammer is cocked, so when I release that trigger, I only need to go to about right there. It has a very short reset, and then I can get back on target and press that shot. And once that shot is fired, again, guys, I want you to look at just how close this reset is. It's right there. It is super crisp, super close reset to be able to fire again. A very solid and nice trigger for a gun that has the, I guess you could say, the safe action, the double action, single action. This is one of the best in my opinion. And just to show you, we are currently cocked, and when I put the gun on safe, that hammer falls. That's one of the nice features about this gun as well. Guys, I've got some more of the defensive loads. These are Federal Premium, just a jacketed hollow point. They're nothing special. They're not like the HSTs or anything. And just to show you a little bit more of this gun, we're back at about 20 yards, and we're going to go ahead. When I chamber that first round, I'm leaving that safety on, and I just want you to watch that hammer. When I let that slide go forward, you'll see that the hammer goes forward as well, and we are on safe. When I disengage that safety, again, that first shot is going to be that long double action pull, and then the follow-up shots are going to be single action. And we're just going to go ahead and ring some more steel, enjoy the gun, enjoy the afternoon. So here we go. Functions flawlessly, guys. Again, those were some Federal hollow points. Nothing special. They weren't like the HSTs. They were just a jacketed hollow point. Function flawlessly. Let's take a closer look at the Smith & Wesson 4506. Now that we are here at the range, I know that this is something that you guys like to see a lot of times. I'm going to go ahead and drop the magazine. You can see there's currently nothing in the magazine. We're going to open the action, and you can see that there is nothing in the action of this gun. And one thing that I want to make you aware of with this gun as well is that it does have the magazine safety. You know, if I have the gun to where I'm going to fire it, I can press that trigger and the hammer would fall. However, if the magazine is not in the gun, that trigger is dead. That was a safety feature that was added for law enforcement, that was intended to help keep the officer's firearm from being used against them in the event that a criminal had gotten into a fight with them and was able to get their firearm away from them. Again, that's just a simple safety that is certainly one that could help save lives. You know, the officer would be able to drop that magazine, or hopefully drop that magazine, and then that trigger would be dead, even if there was a live round in the chamber of that firearm. This gun is one that, as I mentioned earlier, this is the jewel of my collection. The way that I got this, it was a Christmas present, and I am real glad to have it. It is an all stainless gun. It has the stainless frame, everything about it. Now, they did have some models that had the aluminum frame that, you know, they were a lighter version of these guns. But me, I'm real glad to have the steel frame. Yes, it's heavy. It's built like a tank, but it is exactly the way that I would want it to be. It has this Hogue overmold grip on it, and that was something that someone had added along the way, and I've just left it on there. You know, it fits my hand fine. Typically, it is just that hard plastic grip that these come with. I have seen some aftermarket grips that you can get, but this is going to stay exactly like it is. The sights, they're a Novak sight. You can see this one has basically the protectors on it, these ears on the side of it to protect the sight, and it is adjustable. You can adjust these sights for windage and elevation. The front sight is dovetailed in, if you guys can see that in front of there. And again, guys, it is just a very beautiful gun, very similar to a 1911 with some differences. I've got a question for you guys. Should Smith & Wesson bring back the Gen 3 semi-autos? Which particular model would you want to see them come out with first? Let me know down in the comments below. Be sure to like the video, share the video on your own social media. It really helps the channel grow. Check out all of the links that I have down in the description below. Those are some affiliate links to where you can help support the channel. Anything you buy through there helps what we do here. Thanks for watching, guys. Check me out over on all my other social media as well. And guys, we'll see you next time.